Before this video begins, if you hear any background noise, it's because this microphone is omnidirectional and it can hear anything that it can possibly hear. So any background noise from family or anyone else in the house, any animals or any crashing or anything, that is because the mic is so good at picking up noises, but not good at making them sound good. So I apologize for the quality of the audio. Now, on to the video. Hey, what is up guys? My name is Asher and welcome back to another video. This is the dock area that we made a couple episodes ago, and as you guys can see, I did fix up our little furnace issue here. Remember last episode it was spread all about and I just kind of did not like it, and I'm sure you guys didn't like it either. It looked a little weird and it looked like it looked like a furnace bomb blew up and it just went everywhere. So I fixed that up and I kept a few of these crafting tables around here, you know, like critical points, like, okay, so you want to like craft up a boat or something, you can make them and then go on your way. But yeah. And another thing I want to point out is I have recorded episode 4 previously. I know. This is not the first time I've recorded this video. Last time I recorded it, I was super boring, I was super quiet, and I didn't feel like I had a lot of fun with the episode. So I went ahead and kept what I did, and I'm not going to show you guys what it is yet. It isn't behind the house or anything, so I can walk it back here. But I did do this just so I can not have animals spawning back here, and it's nice and growing now, versus from the last episode. But what I did is I made a cactus farm, and I went through everything. You can actually kind of see it on the right there as I pass that tree. But I'm not going to show you guys quite yet. But we talked about all about cactus, and I made a cactus farm. As you can see, I made tons of cactus. I even went AFK at the cactus farm. I also put my sugarcane down. As you might have seen, I put the reeds down, and I have a nice little tiny little reed farm over there. And it's working out just fine. I almost broke that window. So I've been just doing some crafting, trying to get some books and some bookshelves, just so I can decorate the new house that we're going to build, which is part of this board, which we'll get into maybe later on in this video, because I think actually one of the topics that we want to do is on that board. So I just want to go over what I did in this lost episode. We made up this little sugarcane farm, which isn't really sugarcane because it's just reeds, because there's no sugar in the game yet. So made this reed farm, which is nice and loud and super obnoxious. So we get 30 out of it every time, just because of how it grows, as long as you wait all the way. And then you can just craft it into paper, which I'll show you guys as well. I think you guys saw in the last episode, or yeah, the last episode. Hop into your crafting bench, and then you can just do 3 along the bottom, and then you get paper, and then you do 3 vertically. I think it has to be in the middle. I'm not sure. These old crafting, nope, it can be anywhere, but these old crafting recipes sometimes are a little bit weird. And then boom, you have a book, and then you can put it into a bookshelf using 6 planks and then 3 books. And I'll show you guys that here as well, just so we can have a good example of it. I'll go ahead and make some more planks here. Oops. Yeah, just put your 3 books inside, and then bam, you have yourself a bookshelf. Perfect. So that's just what I instructed in the last video, and I just thought I'd redo that. I also want to point out that after we went out adventuring, I collected some iron, collected some more stuff, so you might see some more stuff in here, even some more diamonds. And yeah, when I was out there, I also discovered the existence of pumpkins, which at the moment don't do anything besides are a decoration block. Come on, close. Oh my goodness. Okay, and you can even put a torch inside of them by having a pumpkin up here and then a torch down here, and then bam, it turns them into a jack-o'-lantern. That's because this update was originally called this 1.2.6 update was called the Halloween update. So they added the Nether, which is a scary, hellish place, and then added scary pumpkins for the Halloween decorations. And another thing that they had in the last update, in the 1.1, and probably even before in the pre-releases, or even in the pre-alphas, they had cactus. And I made a nice little cactus farm. In the last episode, I demonstrated how cactus can be popped off if you have one block up like I do right there. And cactus can be just popped off and they can fall onto the ground, or they can fall onto cactus itself and break, which happens occasionally in this design, but it is impossible to avoid. So it is unfortunately that way. That this is not a lot. That this is a loss farm, not a lossless farm. If that made any sense. So we have some dirt over here and some dirt on the bottom to keep the sound from falling, and then to keep this, we just pop it off. Occasionally it falls under there and breaks, but that's okay. And apparently it also occasionally gets stuck down there. I don't know, it moves along. That's okay. And then I have a nice little area down here that I can hop down into. Just dig this dirt block away, and I can collect all of my cactus. And then I can even put the dirt block back and then AFK here, and it's just perfectly safe. Occasionally you get like a mob or two, a pig, a chicken coming in through there. But I think I solved that by putting up these minor walls around. It's getting to be dark. Gotta go inside pretty soon. But yeah, I made these little walls around, so hopefully only the player can hop up in here. But I don't know if they can spawn on top of the cactus. If they can, they'll probably just die if they fall. But I don't know the proper spawning mechanics. They also could probably spawn up here, but I don't know the spawning mechanics of alpha animals. So maybe I'll get animals spawning everywhere, maybe not, I'm not sure. But that's pretty much all I did in the last video. Well boy, I hear you saying that was a lot of information all at once. How about you slow down talking for a second? No, I will not. I will keep talking really fast until I die. But no, let's get to the meat and greet. Meat and greet? What am I saying? Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this episode. This project's idea wall. I made this up a couple episodes ago. I made this up like before even the last episode, I think is what I was trying to say there. And I didn't show you guys what was on it then. You guys could even see it there. Also, I made those. I just wanted to check on them while I was talking. I don't know why I had to explain that. But I made this ideas wall before the last episode, and I didn't touch about it because I honestly kind of forgot about it, and it didn't fit anywhere in the episode. But today, since I don't have much to do, I wanted to go and start one of these projects. I also want to explain what these projects mean, just so you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about here. So we have a build larger home. This home is small, and I wanted to make a bigger one somewhere else. I know I did a lot of exterior work, but the inside is kind of small. It's also completely dry. I wanted I'm sorry. I had to make the joke. I also want to do a castle build. I've never done a castle build, and it honestly looks pretty daunting, but also a lot of fun. Since I'm not that big of a builder, and I'm not that good at it, I kind of wanted to experiment with the stone and the cobble. That's not what a cobblestone is. Some cobblestone textures, see what I can do about it. Maybe even make some wooden supports. I don't really know. I've never built a castle or anything like it before. I hardly build homes, and I'm not very good at that, as you can probably tell. And a railroad between the old and the new sections. This is the old, and that is the new over there. I just wanted to keep up a railroad track that in between each of the different update areas. So I wanted to build like a railroad station at each of the different places where I might build something. So I might even build the larger home in the 1.2.6 update area way over there. This is the current 1.1 update, not the current, but this is currently the 1.1 update. And then that place that we went to yesterday was the 1.2.6 update. So I just wanted to build a railroad between the two to make it nice and easy to get between them. Also, railroads are nice and they are easy to move around. I think I said that already. Anyway. I also wanted to make an alpha museum, putting all the alpha blocks into a museum. This is a museum project that is often referred to by single-player YouTubers like Pixlriffs. I'll put a link to his channel down in the description. He's not quite made a museum yet, but it is in his plans, and I think it's a good idea to do. I want to make a museum somewhere in the alpha areas. Don't know if I'm going to build it here or in where the areas are newer. But I just want to build an area where it just displays all the blocks, even maybe some memories that we've had of building this house and making our first mine, just kind of those little things, our first diamonds, something like that. So I just want to do something like that in the future, hopefully before I die again and update to the next version. This next topic is mini builds. That is based on the idea of a game called Minecraft Earth. I don't know if you've heard of it. If you play Minecraft often, you probably have. It's by the Mojang team and a few other game designers who do not Apple, but phone products and do AR experiences. It is an AR-based game where you can build in a build template 8x8 size that they give you when you level up to the next level. And you can walk around your world a lot like Pokemon Go and collect blocks and items and stuff to put into those build templates. And I wanted to make 8x8 mini builds to practice building in Minecraft Earth. Just thought that would be a cool idea. And then the last idea that I had, the last topic of choice here, is the unaliving booth. I should probably change that. Gotta stick to false monetization. I don't get monetized anyway because I don't have a big enough subscriber base, but that is fine. It's perfectly fine. I'm just having fun doing these things, and some people actually seem to be enjoying them, so might as well keep on with that. But this is when I have not died in a certain amount of time, and I think I should update to the next version. So probably if I don't die within an episode or two, I'll probably go ahead and build that and then use it for the first time, because I want to move this series along. I want to get to the next version because I want to play with new things. I probably will get through a couple of these things, and then I'll just go ahead and build it and then move on, because I don't want to be stuck in 1.2.6, even in the alpha version. I want to move on to recent day stuff, because this stuff, it gets really tiresome. I've been playing around. I've been playing around in the new snapshot because it's so much more fun. I like the mechanics of the new snapshot. I like the new stuff in the new snapshot. My goodness. If you guys haven't seen that or don't know anything about Minecraft, the new snapshot it's another update, which is funny because I'm working in the Nether for my series. But it's another update, and it's beautiful. It looks amazing. And I'm so excited for it to come out and play around with it. That was English? I'm sure it was. But today I wanted to go ahead and get started on this castle build. This is probably going to span over a few episodes and a few, probably even like a month or so, because this episode's probably just going to be about making an area for it, while it's going to be a full episode about planning it out, and then a full episode about like building up the walls and all that stuff. So this is going to be a pretty big build. I may even build like a town around it at some point in the future whenever I get more blocks and all that stuff. But we will have to see about that. As of right now, I just want to clear out a nice little area for our castle build. And we've already talked about enough stuff already today, so let's go ahead and get on to the meat and potatoes once again. Yeah, let's just stretch here. Okay, yeah, I think we're looking okay. Would you look at the time? I think it's about time. Time some more. Would you look at the time? I think we're about ready to go ahead and go over to the area behind me and check out what we are going to do and where we're going to build this castle. This area back here looks pretty... Whoa, that could have been bad. Hey, look, a torch. I guess I was already here doing some digging. Okay, so this is the area I have in mind. This looks pretty big, and I actually... Whoa, what happened to my mouth there? I actually want to take out that hill right there. There's just the top of that, and even like some of this down here, just to make room for a big, open, big castle. I also need to take out these trees. Maybe some flint and steel will do the job. But I want to take out this big hill. And how on earth do I plan on doing that? Well, I'm not going to mine it, because as we know from the mine, that takes a long time. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with a bit of big explosions. And the big explosions exist in this game. Am I getting shot at? I heard a bow fire. I'm going to go inside before I get knocked off that platform. Pesky sheep. Okay, getting the 2 ingredients I need for this very explosive object. The sand and the gunpowder, or sulfur, as whatever you want to call it. This is actually sulfur for these days, but in the future it becomes gunpowder. And we got ourselves some sand. So to make what we need, which is TNT, I don't know if I've actually said the name of that yet, but we're going to make some TNT. I believe you just make it in this formation, but I don't know for sure because it is sometimes confusing. Yes, we can get ourselves our very first block of explosive material. I'll actually go ahead and craft up some more of these, and then I'll go ahead and demonstrate what you can do with said explosive material. Welcome back to our little cliffside over here. This is the hill we want to take out, so I want to go ahead and go over there and show you guys the explosive power
of the dark side.
And because I don't even know how big of explosions these things take. I do have my trusty flint and steel here, just because if I didn't, I would not be able to light these things up. Actually, that is not true. I am a little silly. I'm used to modern day Minecraft so much I forgot that these have a special property. If you're playing in alpha or beta, yes, I know, Cal, this is very... Oh, I didn't know I could punch you. This is very thrilling times. We have ourselves very explosive equipment. You gotta stand back. But in alpha and beta, if you place down a piece of TNT, you best bet it ain't moving unless you got a piston, but that doesn't get introduced until later on. So right now, that TNT is stuck there until I punch it. When I punch it, it ignites it, which is a very interesting property of alpha and beta TNT. It will actually ignite and it will blow up the surrounding area. So let's go ahead and demonstrate what this looks like. Alright, that's that's really scary to do, actually. Okay, and there you go. That is the explosive property of TNT. Roll credits. I'm just kidding. We're actually going to go ahead and clear out all the dirt off the top of this thing, because as you can tell, I didn't get down to any of the stone material that is really tough to get through. And as you can see, the explosion pattern is kind of sporadic and strange. And if I tried filling this back in, we would not fill it back in. So TNT does not break every single block and have it fall on the ground for you. That does not get introduced until much, much later. And it is very fortunate that that is actually introduced in the future, because that's very handy for farming. But as of right now, I think we're going to go ahead and use up the rest of this diamond diamond shovel that I made in this last imaginary lost episode, because I needed to clear out all that dirt. And we're going to go ahead and go down to stone levels, and this is going to take a while probably. I'm going to see how long it actually takes me, and if I get bored of it beforehand, I'll probably just go ahead and TNT the whole thing. But I want to try to conserve as much as I have, because I only have 6. Can you please look at me? Thank you. Okay, I think I have it to about where I'm kind of liking it. I'll probably do a bit more work on it after I do some boom booms. But as of right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and start blowing some stuff up. And then I'm going to start doing a bit of terraforming to get the area looking a little bit flatter, a little bit more rounded. Clean some stuff up around here, clean up that mountain in the back, because it's actually formed with this. So I'm gonna blow this up and I'm gonna smooth it all out. Gonna turn all that into grass or dirt, and then it's gonna turn into grass on its own. And then I'm going to probably take out these trees, and then we're going to clean up the area around here as well. Maybe do a bit of terraforming here as a bit of an extra detail there. So let's go over to our nice hill, mountainous rock formation over here. And then we're going to go ahead and just blow it on up. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's got some gravel in there. I don't really care about it, and I didn't really care about the dirt, but I ended up getting it all anyway. I have literally 2 double chests full for more than just this experiment here. But yeah, these are only about... So I only have 6 of these. So I'm going to do my best to place these around as best I can, but there's no way that I'm going to take out everything I need to here. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to take everything out here. So I'm going to take out this middle one here, and then I'm just going to run. Well, as much as I can anyway. Okay, I thought maybe it might blow up the other ones too, because you can have TNT interactions, but it seems like maybe not. Okay, let's see if that does anything. Not really. As you can see, it is very tough to use TNT. I'm no professional, and I have no idea what I'm doing with this stuff. I didn't have that much gunpowder either, so... Okay, and it didn't blow up the other ones, so that's another thing. I don't know if they interact the same way as they do nowadays, so that's a new thing to me. I learned something today. I also learned that TNT does not blow up nearly as much as I was hoping it would of cobblestone, so yeah, I need to mine out a lot more than I thought, or I'll leave this until I can get a good old TNT farm. Well, not TNT farm, I guess kind of a TNT farm for our case here. But I was meaning more of a nice mob farm, and I think a mob farm is possible in this version. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll do a bit of research on some alpha farms. If it is possible, I will go ahead and set one up in the next episode so I can finish up this big boom boom project. And the sand is no problem. I have plenty of sand in the chests. I got a lot for the cacti farm, just in case I needed a whole lot for any reason. So I have plenty of that. I have a good few stacks. So that's good enough to blow up this mountain for sure. So all my problems all start with not enough creepers. I am too scared to go out at night and fight the creepers, plus it's way too dark to record me going out at night. So it's kind of useless to go and fight creepers at the night time. Maybe, just maybe, I will make a mob farm if I find one that works. If not, we will have to just mine this out manually. But I'm going to go ahead and go down here and show you guys what I've been doing. I'm going to go and light my way as I go, so I can get this area starting to be lit up, because this is going to be quite a dangerous area at night. I learned that when I decided to stay in here instead of going back to home only one night, because I didn't make the mistake again. I went and built a little cave for myself, and oops, I just punched the mic, I apologize. But when I left the said cave I made, I got attacked by a lot of mobs. There were like 4 creepers surrounding me, and I was scared. And for taking down these trees, I had to shred a couple of trees over there that I had to get rid of. I just got my trusty flint and steel. Got us slotted at a couple places around here. And then I just kind of watch and it just engulfs in flame. It's fantastic. The leaves, as you can see, go away much faster than the bark does. But the logs do eventually go out. I actually punched it. I didn't mean to. But yeah, as you can see, it just goes out super fast. It's just because I don't want to waste my time chopping down the trees. I just want to get them done with and then work on something else. So I just keep burning them, and I don't really feel like getting the wood, so it's fine for right now. But I will definitely not be doing this forever. Really just for these big trees, because I hate taking down these huge trees. They're so tough. So yeah, and that's all I gotta do. I just light a couple places and then I move along. And I need to check out that cave down there. See if there's any goodies before I cover it all up. I bet there's some iron in there. I was checking around and there's a good amount of iron spread around the world, so I gotta collect as much as I can. I don't have a whole lot of iron, and I kind of want some more, because iron is the most valuable resource in the game. How did I like that one too? Oh man, that's fantastic, amazing. Okay, yeah, we are just about finished over here, and then we can go and start doing some terraforming. Okay, everyone, and as we finish up filling in this last block here, oh, I actually missed a few. I am silly. But as we finish up this little bit of terraforming here, I'll go ahead and show you guys what I've done. If you guys remember, there used to be a big tower there. I'll actually go up there to show you guys what this area looked like beforehand. Hello everyone. Hello chicken. Goodbye chicken. I'm gonna go up there and show you guys what everything looks like, but I've done a bit of terraform work. I've flattened out this area. I've not done a whole lot of stuff to this up here because I do want to use TNT to demonstrate the explosive power, and also getting everything finished up for up there. So let's go ahead and go on up here and I'll show you guys everything's going on. Okay, now that we're up here, you guys can see that our big hill here has gotten flattened. I'll put a side by side perhaps. I'll do a bit of a flashback to see how that looks like, and you guys can see how it looks like now. But I've also done a bit of flattening over here, kind of made this area a little bigger. This is where the main castle area is going to be. Then the gatehouse is going to go on out here, and then a big pathway is going to go somewhere else. I'm not entirely sure where yet. But that's where the main castle is going to be. It's going to be a fairly small castle, but where that dirt pile is over there, there used to be a big like spire thing sitting there, and I didn't quite like that. So I did a tiny bit of work and I got rid of that. And I think it looks a lot better. The gradual go down instead of just a big weird tower. I might replace it with something else. I may make an actual tower there. I don't really know. But that's going to be in another future video where we're going to demonstrate how to make the outline of a big build, like a castle or something like that. But that's going to be in the future, but I think that is pretty much all we're going to do today. I just want to talk about a few things around, just going to give you guys an update on what we're going to do. This right here, the cactus farm, I do plan on building a building around it. I just don't know what I want to do with it right now, but there will be some sort of build, and I think it will look nice. It's going to be like a little townhouse. I'm not entirely sure. If there's any builders out there, give me some ideas and suggestions on what kind of stuff I should build for this, like what kind of design, what kind of look I should go with. Just kind of a cool thing to do right there. I'm actually going to burn those leaves so I don't have to deal with them. Anyway, now that that's burning, and I'm just going to let that burn for a second as I talk here. Yeah, this is going to be covered up in an actual house. It doesn't need that much light for the cactus to grow, so you can actually have it just covered up, and then maybe just light up the sides here, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't think I really need to do a whole lot more with this. It has stayed pretty good and pretty well protected. I might make a better entrance to it eventually, but as of right now, I'll just kind of hop down here and get your stuff and then walk away. So yeah, that's all we're going to do for that at the moment. And for the house area over here, I think we're pretty much done with it. I like how it looks. I kind of want to get rid of all the flowers. They're kind of a little bit obsessive, but they do kind of still have the alpha vibe, because there are tons of the little flowers in huge patches all over the world, as you might have seen as I was walking around. All those flowers out there beyond this house area, those are all naturally generated. I did not place any other flowers. So you can see how wild the flower generation is. But yeah, I think for the most part, our area around this main house is all done. So I'm just going to start moving outwards and building some new things. Our overall project that we're going to be working on is the castle build, but we may not be doing that in succession. We may be doing like, I don't know, building a railroad or building the museum, like building the outside of the museum or planning out the museum next or something like that. I'm not sure. We might even do a mini build next episode. I will just think about that for the time being. But as of right now, I think we are all done with this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a bit of just demonstration on some terraforming. It might be a little bit shorter, I'm not sure, but there's not a whole lot to really do right now. I didn't want to overload myself with a bunch of work. It's already on day 2, and this is the day before it's supposed to go out, so I need to get this finished up and edited so it can be posted at 3 o'clock Eastern time. But that is all I have time for. I will see you guys in the next episode. If you guys liked it, hit the like button. If you really loved it, make sure to subscribe. And if you want to share it with friends, go ahead and share it with some friends. It helps get traction to the channel. And if you had any suggestions about anything that you want to see me build, or if you want to help me out with anything, go ahead and leave a comment down below and just let me know. Without further ado, have a nice day. See you guys.